so this is the Hyper Tough 2x20 volt max 6. I'm just trying to figure out how to assemble this thing because the instructions aren't super clear, but once you look at it, it starts to make a little bit more sense. This is my first time ever trying an electric lawnmower because my gas ones just keep shitting out on me and I'm tired of it, so I'm gonna try an electric one. So to do this, there's 4 nuts that are the smaller ones. They go down in the bottom holes, and it doesn't really make that very clear in the instructions. Not very clear at all. There we go, that's a little bit better. And it comes with this little tool. Just tighten that up. And then tighten this up. It's kind of a pain. So the screws, you go from the inside out. Tighten down. Just like this. Get it all the way on there. Good. Okay. Tighten that up. And it came with 2 batteries that you put right in here. I'm currently charging them, but I'll show you a little bit more in depth in a minute. Here's the other pole. Yeah, I was starting to do this by myself, and then I even looked up a couple videos on how to do it. No other videos on YouTube are really helping me out, and I was like, you know what, since I figured it out, I'll help somebody else out too, myself. Sorry, it's kind of hot. And there's ants everywhere while I'm out here trying to do this shit. There we go. Fit it in just like that. Hopefully you guys can see it. Tighten it up. Because when I was looking in the bag of screws, I'm like, man, all these screws are different sizes, but then once you look at the amount of holes this pole has and that pole has, there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and the 4 screws that all go in there are the same size. So you look up here, there's this one. Hello.
I was just bringing this to you.
Oh, thank you, baby. Let me see. That, I'm assuming, goes in right here. Okay, so it has different holes. Adjust the height, I'm assuming. But I probably want to keep it about right here. Yeah, right there's perfect, because it has these 2 holes on the side, like right in there. And I'm gonna keep mine right there. So, okay. There's the washers right there. And at first I was like, do I put washers on that one? Because there's only 2 of them. And I realized, like, no, there's only 2 screws for up here, so the washers obviously have to go in here. So I'm gonna throw the washer in here. I don't know if it's better for, I don't think it matters which way the nut goes in there. So I'm just gonna throw it on in there and hope for the best. Okay, that doesn't seem right. The washer probably has to go with the spinner. Yeah, that seems right. Right, maybe? Maybe so, I don't know. Nope. It's gotta go from the inside because there's a square in there. Gotta go in, out. And you just fit it in like that. Okay. I don't need nobody's help, I got it. I got this shit, brother. Oh god, I'm sweating like a fucking pig. Oh, I wonder how these things work in the heat. Why are you being a bitch? There we go. Oh, bitch. Oh, that's smooth as butter. I like that. Mmm. That's nice. Because sometimes these are really difficult to get on. Oh. What did I do? Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Of course, as soon as I start taking a video, everyone's coming around and doing stuff. I was sitting out here for like 30 minutes, no one was around. But it's fine, I don't mind. Oh, my neighbors are starting to do stuff as soon as I'm like, oh yeah, let me do a video. It's all good, I'm just doing my thing. I like my neighbors. They're all good people. I like having neighbors that you could actually talk to, because a lot of people will have no idea who their neighbors are, and it kind of sucks. And really, if you're feeling that way, feeling like you don't know your neighbors at all, they never talk to you, maybe you should go and talk to them. See how their day's going. It could be scary at first, but people are just people, man. Oh, yeah. They're nice and tightened up. Oh, that's light. That's freaking light, man. That's sweet. Man, the weight of this thing really sells it. I'm not sure exactly where these clips go, but I'm just going to assume anywhere is good to keep the cord up. Probably like right there. That feels right, that feels good. It's a little loose, but there we go. Oh, it's nice. Overall, doesn't seem bad at all, man. Try and keep all this stuff together. It's just a little difficult. Yeah, so far, I like how light it is. It seems like it's made out of pretty good material. This plastic got stuck in there a little bit. I got ants crawling all over me right now. Get out of here. God, this neighborhood gets so many bugs. Older neighborhood. So apparently this goes in somewhere, so I'm assuming it just snaps right on. Oh yeah, that just fits right in there, don't it? Oh. Yeah. And I like that there's labels on everything that tell you stuff. Sorry, that dog is just going nuts back there. Yeah, this is what it looks like. There we go. There we go. Oh god, I'm sweating so bad right now, dude. I'll just show you what's going on with my other stuff. So if you were only interested in seeing the electric lawnmower put together, that's the end of the video right here. That's how I assembled it just now. That's how it's supposed to go. I got the batteries charging up. I'll show you again real quick where the batteries go. Sorry, my gimbal's a little messed up. There we go. So it takes both batteries in there at once. Oh, you cannot see that at all right now. There we go. Takes both the batteries right in there. And it says it's supposed to last about 45 minutes. But I've read some stuff online. Oh, that damn dog, dude. I've read some stuff online that it doesn't work very well in hot weather or in cold weather. And for the winter, obviously you're not going to be mowing anything. Keep the batteries inside in a good temperature place. If it's really hot outside, I'm going to see how it works. It's pretty hot today, but it's not too bad. My yard is pretty shaded, so I think it'll be okay. You can see my big ass trees over there. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it for the electric stuff. If you want to hear me ramble about my other shit that's going on with my other lawnmowers and how it's just been a disaster and the issues that I've had. So I have this riding lawnmower right here. And it looks like a mess right now because it is kind of a mess. The blade on the bottom, the bearing came undone, so the blade was just spinning and rocking around all over the damn place. I gotta close this garage for a second. This fucking dog is driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. I love dogs, but man, some of them just don't want to shut up. Anyway, you can still hear it. It is what it is. The blade on the bottom was just crashing back and forth like crazy. I was like halfway done with my lawn. I'm like, well, this isn't working anymore. And I've had multiple other issues with it. I've had to fix it so many times. In order to fix the riding lawnmower, I'm going to have to take this whole thing off to get underneath it, to unscrew the blade, to replace it. Those parts cost money. I'm just done. I don't have the time for it anymore. I have this other snow blower right here that doesn't work right now. I bought that for only like $40, but I've cleaned the carbs on it so many times. You have to put the right amount of oil in it for it to work, and it's just, I'm getting rid of that. This is another gas lawnmower that I have that I was trying to use yesterday to finish my lawn. It doesn't have a choke on it, so I just kept trying to start it. I got to clean the carbs on that now too, because the gas has been sitting in there for a couple years. Because I haven't had to use it, because I've been using this one. You know, so that was my thought process by going for an electric lawnmower, because I want something that I don't have to rely on solely, because there's ups and downs. It's kind of good to have one of each. You know, it's good to have a good halfway. It's sometimes a cheap gas lawnmower that you just push is good enough. That's what I'm going to stick to, because this is too much. The riding lawnmower was great while I had it. I still love it. I don't want to get rid of it, but what else am I going to do with it if I can't do what I need to do with it? It's not going to cut, and I don't want to work on that blade. You know, I don't have a truck to take it somewhere to have a riding lawnmower guys look at it. There's not really any mobile mechanics for riding lawnmowers. So I'm done with that. I'm going to try and fix that other gas one. My parents gifted me that. It's years old. It worked great while it was working, but now it's not. I'm going to try and clean the carbs, like I said. If I clean the carbs and it still ain't working, I'm done with it. I'm going to scrap it, because it's all too much. And then I'll have to buy another cheap, $200 gas one, and just use a cheap $200 electric one and a cheap $200 gas one. And that way this won't happen again, where I'm halfway done mowing the lawn and one of my things takes a shit on me. If one thing takes a shit, then I could go to the other, and I just got to work at maintaining the gas one. The electric one, you don't really have to worry about maintaining as much because it's just electric. It's an electric motor, so there's not a bunch of metal parts that need to be lubricated and have the right fuel and this and that and whatever. But the batteries don't last as long, and it's harder for it to cut really, really thick grass. It's not going to have as much power and strength as a gas engine. So there's ups and downs to each one. That's why it's just better to have best of both worlds. That's why I'm looking at it now. And I'm just going to get rid of all this other extra shit because I'm tired of having junk that keeps shitting out on me, and I got to keep stopping what I'm doing and trying working on it and all this stuff. I don't have time. I just don't. But yeah, figuring it out. Also, there's my nubs. We tried to sell some at a music festival, and I just don't like walking around bothering people constantly. So what I'm going to do at Secret Dreams is we're going to try and hopefully get a campsite where there's a lot of people walking by, and we're just going to sit out there with my nubs on the pin board and just be like, hey, who wants to buy one? $20 a pop, or if you buy multiples, I can work out a little bit of a deal with you, whatever. And yeah, it'll be a fun time. And then I do have an electric weed whacker. This thing's been great. I have an electric leaf blower. That's been great. So I'm just going to try an electric lawnmower. See if it works great. It might not be perfect or as strong as as the gas one, but I'll figure it out.
Sorry.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
It's okay. My video has been interrupted already multiple times. I
closed the door, so I didn't know.
No, it's because the dog over there is just screaming, dude. And of course, right when I started the video, Jim and Judy are coming out, and Judy's yelling at the dog, and I'm like, oh.
I know. I came out here to bring you your monster, and of course, I saw Jim walking up, and I was like, I just came to bring you this. I don't want to be part of this conversation.
No, it was great. It was nice of him to come and stop by for a minute. He could tell I was busy, though. Good people. Good people. It's just bad timing. It's not their fault. They're home, too. Oh, man. And then we got these
fuckers.
Yeah, look at these guys, dude. What do you want, huh? Well, Hendrix is great. Tato has been a lot.
I had to poop, and he kept jumping up on my lap while I'm trying to poop.
Yeah.
I had to shit, man. This shit was stressful.
She had a poopies. She had to take a big poopies.
Took a fat shit.
Took a fat poopy.
Dropped a fat dookie.
Dropped a real fat duke, dude. Alright, well, that's it for the video, guys. The end was a bit of a ramble, but, we're out here doing our thing.
Yeah.
Alright, bye.
Love you bitches.
So, overall, this thing works pretty great. I'll go and do the backyard now. Now, when you're pushing it, it's weird because it feels like you're just pushing around a toy. It's so freaking light. Like, look at this. Got no weight to it. It's just a little strange. But once you get used to it, like how odd it feels, it's pretty wonderful. It just zooms right over stuff. This is a power on level 1 setting. Because back here the grass grows really fast, so I try to cut it down as short as I can. It's a lot longer back here than it ever gets in the front, really, unless I let it go for a while. Oh yeah, cut all that stuff up. Cut it all up. I got that all done already. This is that. And I got that left. Yeah. Well, whatever. I can't get it to do it. While I'm recording, of course. Yep, that knocked it down 2 batteries. So if you hear the motor working really hard, I think it's grass getting stuck in there. So you just gotta tilt it back while it's on, or lift it up even until you hear it running like this. This is what it's supposed to sound like. But if it's getting grass clumped up in there, I think the motor's just working really hard to try and clear itself out. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a great little machine. It's still not done yet, but that's what it's going to look like. And then I just have this little bit. Those last 2 bars can knock it out like it's nothing. Out of 10, I would give it an 8, maybe even a 7. I'll give it an 8. 8's pretty good. I like it more than a gas push mower, because gas push mowers do require some maintenance. You have to get gas. You have to go to the gas station, fill up a tank, and then come back home and do all that. This, you don't have to worry about that. There's not really that much maintenance. What else? One reason why I'm knocking it down 2 points, at least 2 points, is because you can't buy extra batteries for this specific model. Walmart doesn't sell them. It's the batteries. Oh God. Oh, my back. I need to get in my hot tub. These are the batteries that you need. 6.0 AH. And Walmart doesn't sell them. They have 4.0 AH on these batteries, but they do not sell, for whatever reason, these batteries. And the 4.0s, I heard, can work for this thing, but they don't work. I've heard mixed things. I've heard people say it works fine and it lasts, and then I've heard other people say that it doesn't work that great at all, and they're like $50 a pop. So I hope these batteries can last a while. You just got to take care of them. Try not to use them when it's too hot, or for whatever reason too cold. Try not to use it in the rain. Definitely don't use it in the rain, because it's not waterproof. It's slightly water resistant, but if you use it just after like a heavy rain and your grass is just soaked, you're gonna have to, it's not gonna work very good. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10, but I would still recommend this over just a regular gas push mower, because gas push mowers are heavy. If you have the extra money to get a self-propelled gas mower, do that over this. But all in all, I like it so far. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got it over the gas one. And you know, it's great because you don't really need to weed whack as much, because it's so lightweight that you could get right up on corners and things and not have to worry about it as much. So, you know, especially if you have a small yard, or your yard has a lot of, you know, it's like on a incline or decline or whatever, and it's hilly and stuff like that, and it's a pain in the ass, get something lightweight like this, and it would be perfect. And if you have a small yard, perfect. Even if you have a pretty big yard like I do, it could still work. You know, I have 2 bars left, and all I need to cut is this right in here, and that, and then around on the other side of the tree. But I got the whole front yard done. I got all that done, and I still have some juice left. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can finish this whole thing, and I'll take a picture of it and upload it. And thanks for watching, guys. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for the mower. That is my final review. I would recommend, but Walmart needs to, Hyper Tough needs to start selling these. I don't know why they wouldn't. Why would you make a product that requires these batteries and you can't buy extra of them? It doesn't make any sense at all. Because I'll buy them, you know. But come on, man. So, yeah, 7 out of 10. For $200, that's not too bad. $100 for replacement batteries. Hopefully these batteries can last for years. All right, thanks for watching, guys.